Check it out. This is the 2014 to 2020 Nissan Rogue Hamilton conversion kit for CarPlay and Android Auto. A beautiful 10-inch display that's feature-packed. We're going to dive in and show it to you here. Check it out. This 10-inch diagonal screen is going to make a game-changing difference, and we have all these awesome features in wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. No matter which music app you use, if it's supported by Apple, you'll have it here in CarPlay. You can see all of your songs. And one of the coolest things about wireless CarPlay is having the new big screen navigation. You can see how much better this is than the factory system. If your Rogue has that upgraded factory Bose audio, it's going to be supported by the Hamilton conversion kit. The other thing is the Hamilton conversion kit fully supports your original microphone, so call quality and talking to Siri will be just like factory. This device is going to support your steering wheel controls. You can see how I'm adjusting them here from the steering wheel, as well as all of the other controls for changing the FM radio stations or answering or declining phone calls. This vehicle has the factory original 360 camera system. The right mirror was replaced, so it's missing the 360 camera on the right mirror, but you can see how that factory 360 system shows up just like it did originally, as well as that original reverse camera. Whether you just had the reverse option or the 360 bird's eye view, it'll be fully supported. Outside of wireless CarPlay, we're going to have a really powerful and cool Hamilton underlying operating system where you can use powerful apps and features that aren't supported in CarPlay or Android Auto. This is going to take functionality to the next level. You can either use your phone's hotspot, or if you want to give this device a native 4G data connection, you can by installing the Hamilton Connect SIM card and activating an optional data plan for the unit. This device is backed by our talented technical support in Raleigh, North Carolina, and our 3-year limited warranty called the Hamilton Guarantee. Let's dive in now and I'll show you how to install it. We're going to begin by making sure the vehicle is parked on a flat and level surface. The parking brake is applied so the vehicle cannot move and the wheels are chalked. Now, over here on the right-hand side, we're going to begin by removing this leather covered panel. I would also encourage you, if you feel inclined, to open up the hood and disconnect the negative cable of your battery using a 10mm socket to ensure power stays off to the vehicle during this process. To remove this leather covered panel, we're going to use a trim pry tool or a credit card. We'll get under the seam here on the bottom and we'll just simply work along the bottom here, popping it up. And then you can slip your hands in and we'll pull it up and out just like this and set it in a safe place. Now we're going to come to the driver's side and we're going to remove the trim around the start-stop button. To remove the trim around the start-stop button, you'll notice there's a seam along the bottom here. And you're going to want to use a trim pry tool or a credit card, and we'll just jump into this seam and then we're going to pop it out, and then you can reach it with your hands and we'll do just quite a lot of force and we'll start popping it out here. Just like this, it'll come out. And we can disconnect these two cables if you'd like, or you can simply leave it hanging, but we'll go ahead and press down on the tabs. Don't pull on the wires, but only tugging on the connector. We'll press down on the tabs and we'll disconnect both of these connectors. For the smaller one, we'll press down on this side clip and slide it out. Now, removing that panel frequently will pop loose this climate panel, and that's perfect. We'll just go ahead now and pull it loose from the other side. And then you can either drop it down here and just leave it hanging, which we're gonna do, or you could disconnect it. It's nice to leave it hanging because you won't mix up these wires with anything while it's hanging. And now we're ready to take out the radio. I've now got a bath towel from the house here, and what we're gonna do is just lay it down like this. Very nice, fluffy, will protect our factory radio. And the other tool that we're gonna need today is a Phillips head screwdriver. We're gonna remove 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips head screws. These are going to be super visible. I'll start with these two down here. So let's use that Phillips head screwdriver now. I'll reach onto this screw here. Again, super visible and easy to see. And I'll go ahead and start loosening that one. I'm going to take it out of the bracket, set it in a safe place like the cup holder. I'll come over to this one. These will not be particularly tight from the factory. So we'll go ahead and loosen this one now. take it out and set it in a safe place. Now we can look through this window and remove the next Phillips head screw. So I'm going to put my Phillips head screwdriver on it, and I'm just going to loosen it. And as it comes loose, I'll support it. As that screw comes loose, we'll just take it out and set it in a safe place. Now let's remove the Phillips head screw on the driver's side here. Use your Phillips head screwdriver. We can look right through this window. Super straightforward. We'll loosen this screw, and as it gets loose, reach in and support it. We'll take it out and set it in a safe place. We're now ready to remove the factory radio. Very straightforward. You're going to reach under it here and to the side. We'll just do a little firm pressure. Just like that, it'll come straight out. We're going to drop it down here now. And I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect all of these harnesses. You're not going to be able to mix things up. What I'm doing, I'm just pressing down on the tabs and pulling on the plastic connectors. You never want to use the wires to create force, so don't tug on the wires. Support the plastic connectors. If they're tight, you can simply wiggle side to side. So we're going to go ahead and take these out one by one, pressing down on the tabs, sliding them out, and we'll just move across the radio. Now we have these two multi-pin connectors here. Again, pressing down on the tab, sliding them straight out, down on the tab, straight out. So I've got the original radio here in my lap. You'll see these metal clips, and we need to remove at least 4 of these here off the original radio. So these are just a little bit more difficult than plastic clips. And I would encourage you, anytime you're working with clips, to use eye protection. Wear eyeglasses, just in case these things fly out hard. You don't want something to hit your face and hurt you. So I'm just using a trim pry tool here, and I'm going to take these 4 clips off the radio. I'm holding them as I'm taking them off, so I'm not just prying blindly. I'm going to take 4 off. What I'm doing the whole time that they're coming off, I'm holding them so that they cannot move or fly away into my face. Just like that, we've got 4 clips off of that factory radio. Check it out. Here it is, the Hamilton conversion kit. A beautiful replacement screen, really nice premium electronics with that Hamilton Motor Company custom heatsink, top of the line device here. It's going to have a Qualcomm 8 gigabytes and 128 gigabyte option here, and this device is absolutely one of the best on the market. So super excited. Let's go ahead now and we will transfer over these metal clips. So this will be a little bit difficult, but what we're going to do is we're just going to work these onto the Hamilton posts. So the Hamilton posts, the first time you have them, they'll be new, and it just takes a bit of force. So we're just going to kind of do a little wiggling, pressing, and you'll feel these clips. They really dig in and seat onto these posts. The metal clips are nice. Unlike the plastic ones, though, they definitely require more force to install. So just push on them like that. Make sure they're fully flush, seated on those posts. We'll do that 4th. So the Hamilton, being so much lighter than the factory, is going to be fully well supported by these 4 metal clips. Now, let me show you the wiring process. Going to be super straightforward here. Check it out. We've got the Hamilton conversion kit here on the workbench. We're about to install it. Look at this beautiful piano black trim. High quality Hamilton electronics. This device is going to be awesome, and it's going to make the car feel brand new. I'm so excited. We're about to get it in the car. I want to give you a quick overview of the wiring and what's included here. So in your box, you're going to get a full wiring diagram that'll walk you through what we talk about today. As well, you get a few cards. You're going to have your Hamilton Guarantee 3-year limited warranty card. This is a Hamilton Connect 4G SIM card. This is an optional feature. You can scan this and activate a 4G plan. This is separate from CarPlay and Android Auto. It allows the device to have a native 4G data connection, kind of like a new Tesla or newer vehicle. You'll be able to use features and apps with their own connection outside of CarPlay and Android Auto. Finally, this will take you to the manuals to include this video. Here is the wiring overview. So you're going to get one harness that's already been pre-connected into this Nissan Rogue accessory. So these two are going to grab those factory 2 multi-pin connectors. In this vehicle, this larger one here is not going to be used. We're not going to be using most of these aux wires here. I'll show you that in just a second. Now you'll notice we have this one labeled camera male coming off this longer branch. This is going to be for your reverse camera. So we'll plug it into this reverse accessory harness just like this. You'll wrap these in a little electrical tape, and this one is going to go into the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. This one here is going to grab your FM antennas, and this is going to plug into this lead coming off the Hamilton conversion kit. Two things from here. This is your steering wheel control wire, and it will plug into the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. This is your main power connector that will also go into the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. We're going to show you all of that up close. This device supports an aftermarket 5-channel amplifier. We've got those RCAs here and here. You could also use an aftermarket optical cable amplifier, and that's entirely optional. This is your CAN bus interpretation box, so this is for your factory vehicle signals, and it will transfer these into the Hamilton conversion kit. It'll be pre-connected. We also have here another device from Hamilton that's pre-connected. This system is going to use your factory microphone for the best possible call quality. We've got this lead here. This is a ground wire, and we'll show you how to connect this in the vehicle. The Hamilton engineers may eliminate this in the future, and if they do, you won't need to connect it. So if yours doesn't have this wire, you don't need to connect it, but if you do, we'll show you easily how to put it in the vehicle. This is going to be for your aux. It'll grab the aux line, and then it'll go to these two males, aux L and R. And we will plug it onto these coming off the Hamilton conversion kit accessory harness, just like that. This Hamilton conversion kit accessory harness will go into the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. This would be where you plug in that 4G SIM card. So you would take it, you'd pop it out of here, follow this QR code to activate it, and you'd simply slide it into this SIM card slot. You're gonna have 3 antennas. The blue one here is GPS. White one is wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. And the magenta one here is for 4G if you want to use that antenna. You'll have a little harness that looks like this. Yours will be slightly different than ours, and it will accept that factory USB wire from behind the original radio. This will go into the Hamilton conversion kit. You've also got this one labeled 4 OEM mic male. And this one is going to connect into the Hamilton accessory harness labeled 4 mic female. And this is to use your factory microphone. All right, all in all, this wiring looks more complicated than it is. It's super straightforward. Let's take it, we'll put it in the vehicle. Here we are inside the vehicle, ready to wire it up. Now this original magenta and original blue wire, these two will not be used. So these are for your original XM radio. This device will have AM and FM, but if you want to use XM, you're going to have to use the Sirius XM app and stream via your phone or 4G. Now this is the Hamilton main harness. A few things to note that make this a really special harness. We use really high quality wiring that's similar to the Japanese automakers. That means our systems are going to go the distance just like theirs. As well, we use a very high quality double locking pin mechanism. You'll notice that these Hamilton quality connectors are better than anything on the market that we've seen. So we've got these 2 white multi-pin harnesses. We're just going to go ahead and begin here today by lining these up, connecting them. You'll feel a firm click into place, and just like that, both of those are connected. Now we've got this small extra one here, and this is going to be for that aux accessory wire that we showed you. So what we'll do, we're just going to go ahead and grab that little aux accessory harness, we'll line it up and connect it. Then we've got this 2-pin wire here, and that's going to be for your original FM antennas. We've got this one corresponding off the Hamilton harness, and we'll just go ahead and line it up, and we'll snap them together. On this Rogue, this one here is not going to be used. So because this one's not used, we won't be using this camera one either. However, if you have an older Rogue that does use this one, then you would be using this camera wire. So for our Rogue today, because we have one going through this branch, we'll be using this camera wire for the camera accessory harness. If your car has the factory 360 camera system like this car does, it will be fully supported. Now I'll recommend that you wrap this in electrical tape here, and we won't be using any of these additional connectors. We'll make sure this CAN bus box stays connected, as well as this extra Hamilton module here. Now this is the Hamilton conversion kit. You can see our super high quality electronics here. We're going to be connecting 3 antennas directly onto it. White is wireless CarPlay, magenta is 4G, and blue is GPS. So we'll just take these and we're going to go ahead and connect them now. Now these antennas don't need to go anywhere special. You're not going to want to stick them to anything metal because that could cause interference, but we're just going to simply tuck them back behind the radio with the wiring. Now the wireless CarPlay antenna is made intentionally short because it's a Wi-Fi style antenna and we need to minimize any interference. This is going to be the main Hamilton power connector here. We're going to go ahead and identify that. That's this large black one. We'll go ahead and line it up and connect it. Then we've got this one here with this is labeled steering wheel controls. We'll line it up and connect it. This is going to be for the reverse camera here. We'll line it up and connect it as well. Finally, we've got this Hamilton accessory harness here, and we would go ahead and install that 4G SIM card. I recommend you do that even if you don't plan to use it immediately, because you may in the future want to have the ability to simply just activate it without having to take the radio out. So I would install that 4G SIM card from Hamilton. Now we've got this one here labeled 4 mic female. And then coming off the main Hamilton harness, we're going to grab this black one labeled 4 OEM mic male. These may come pre-connected from Hamilton. Frequently, we like to pre-connect these for you just to call attention to it. If you recall here, we just connected that aux accessory harness, and we're going to go ahead and connect it now. So this is aux L and R. Let's find on this one aux L and R, and we'll connect these together. So everything is very straightforward here. As a last measure, things are starting to get a little messy, but it's still very straightforward. We've got this FM antenna sticking out of the bottom of the Hamilton conversion kit, and we're just going to go ahead and connect these like this. Now this is that ground wire that I told you we may eliminate in the future. If you have it here, you're just going to simply take it, we'll line it up here, and we'll use one of the screws to put it into place. So let's go ahead and do that now. So this is that original ground harness here. And we're just going to take it now, and we'll use the original screw here, and we're just going to fasten it here. This is the original USB wire. We have a prototype here. You'll have one that clicks together, and we'll simply put it together, and then we will take it and we will line it up on this socket here on the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. We'll snap it into place. Mine will require tape to hold it. Yours will click into place. With all the wiring completed, I'm now going to turn the Hamilton conversion kit around. We'll take the antennas and all of the wiring, and we're just going to gently feed it back into this dash cavity here. We've already transferred those 4 metal clips. So we're going to tuck everything nicely back in here. Then we'll line this unit up, the original posts, the Hamilton posts into the original holes. And then we're just going to do firm pressure on either side until it snaps into place. With the Hamilton conversion kit in place, let's reconnect both of these harnesses here for the start-stop button. And then we'll go ahead and take the start-stop button panel, we'll line it up back into its original sockets, and we'll snap it firmly into place. Now we can take the lower climate panel that's been hanging out, we'll line it up, and we'll gently maneuver it into place. With the climate panel and Hamilton conversion kit in place, let's take this glove box accessory trim here. We'll go ahead and line it up, and we'll snap it in place. Making sure all of the clips stick down firmly. And just like that, the installation is complete. To pair and set up CarPlay, open Settings, Bluetooth, and scroll down to Other Devices until you see one starting with Hamilton. We'll go ahead and touch it. When a pairing code pops up, we'll click Pair. Click Allow to Contacts and Favorites, and the device will begin loading. When you get the blue button that says Connect to CarPlay, click Connect. The Hamilton conversion kit will begin loading, and about 20 seconds later, CarPlay will appear. This is the Smart Display zoomed out version. You can come to Settings, Display, turn off Smart Display Zoom, and you'med in version. CarPlay has a zoomed out and zoomed in version. And there it is, making the Nissan feel new again, backed by that talented technical support in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm Dave from Hamilton Motor Company, and I'm here with my associates to help you. Give us a call at 919-858-2890.